Hello everyone, our subject is microeconomics. So, in which we have started unit number 1, in which we have completed wealth definition, welfare definition, scarcity definition, nature and scope of economics. Today we are going to start our last question, that is economic and non-economic activity. What do you mean by economic and non-economic activity? Economic activity means main objective is to earning a maximum profit, clear, and non-economic activity main objective is to social welfare activity, human welfare activity. So here is economic activity divided into two parts, that is economic and non-economic activity. Economic activities include business, profession, employment. Main objective is to earning a maximum profit or main objective is earning a money, clear. Then non-economic activity, leisure time activity, pleasure, happiness, clear. Family obligation, love for family, religious and cultural activity, social welfare activity, clear. So main objective is social welfare. So let's start with the very first one, that is economic activities. So economic activities are those which are inspired by objective of earning a money. Main objective is to earning a money. Clear? Economic activity here is main objective is earning money. Inspired by objective of earning the money. In fact, economic activities are means of livelihood. Business, profession and employments are major parts. Clear? There are economic activity included in three parts, business, profession and employment. So first one, let's start with the very first one, business. So generally here is business is that type of economic activity which consists in serving goods and service for the satisfaction of human wants in systematic and regular basis with the main objective of earning a maximum profit. કોઈ પણ તમે business કરો તો એનું હોય to satisfy human needs and to earning a profit, to earning a money. Economic activity માં main objective શું હોય? Earning a definition is business may be defined as human activity, clear, directed to acquiring wealth through the buying and selling of goods. For example, કોઈ પણ businessman હોય, કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ સેલ કરતો હોય તો એનો main objective શું હોય? To obtain the wealth, means money, clear, through buying and selling activities. Then so here is business, the concept of business, it is preferable to analyze the concept in terms of following characteristic. તો business ની characteristic આપેલી છે કે business માં કઈ કઈ વસ્તુ included કરેલી હોય. તો here is characteristic of business, that is purchase of goods or production of goods. So here is the first features of business refers to subject matter of dealing in by business. The subject matter is dealing maybe goods like shoes, cloth, bread, milk, machine, TVs, refrigerator and lots of other consumer and producer goods. With the main objective is to earning a maximum profit. So it is the basic characteristic, that is you have to produce goods to satisfy needs and wants of the customer and to obtain the profit. Clear? Second one, exchange of goods. So this is also one of the most important characteristic of exchange. There is an exchange activity taken place between buyer and seller, consumer and businessman. Businessmen have a main objective is to earning a maximum profit, and consumer have a main objective is to satisfy their needs and wants. So goods produced or purchased generated by business are sold to other for value called price. Clear? So here is goods. Here is goods. Clear? Here is goods or service not exchanged for value or not part of business. For example, gifts to others on occasion of marriage or birthday are not business transaction. કોઈને તમે gift આપો, that should be not part of the business. Clear? તમે business માં main objective શું હોય? Earning a profit. તમે marriage anniversary માં કોઈ gift આપો, birthday માં કોઈ gift આપો, that should be not considered as a business. Clear? So again, cooking of food by lady in her home kitchen, it is not business. કોઈ પણ lady હોય પોતાના જ family માટે cook કરે, clear, then cooking of food for their own family, that is not part of business. Clear? She does not sell food to her family member. Though cooking of food in hotel, restaurant is a business. કોઈ પણ lady હોય પોતાના જ ઘરે cooking કરે, that is not part of the business activity. Clear? But if cooking of food in hotel or restaurant, then it is the part of business activity. Then regularity in dealing. So generally business means here is આ બધા businessના characteristic છે clear business profession. So here is business means those activity which are conducted on systematic and regular basis. કોઈ પણ activity જે continuous થતી હોય clear that is the considered as a business. One or two casual transaction could not be called as a business. Business is a continuous process, continuous buying and selling, even though they are ensured gain to the individual. Clear? For example, if person sells TV sets to someone at gain, it is not business. It is a single casual transaction. કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિ હોય બીજાને ટીવી સેલ કરે તો ઈ એક જ ટાઈપનો ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન થયો તો that should be not considered as a part of business. Business must be regular, continuous. Clear? So if that person keeps a stock of TV sets and conducts sales on regular basis through opening a shop, clear, then such a series of regular transactions will be considered as a business. કોઈ પણ transaction જે regular or continuous થતો હોય એને શું કહેવાય business. Clear? Then undertaking of risk. What do you mean by risk? Listen, risk is a basic characteristic of business. Any business. Risk means uncertainty about future loss or gain. You are not sure. Clear? There is no business without risk. Risk is the element which differentiates business from other economic activity. Action and reaction of competitors, changing social value, changing fashions, government policies, clear, taste and preference of the consumers, there is a threat from the competitors, clear, changing social values are some of the many factors which create the risk, uncertainty. Clear? So it is according to economic activity which is undertaken by businessmen to assume the risk of activity in anticipation of making gain by successfully, clear, and managing those risks. Listen, managing those risks means you cannot avoid totally the risk, but you can reduce the risk through certain steps. Clear? Then profit motive, that is the also basic characteristic. Each and every businessman or each and every human economic activity have a main objective is a profit, to earning a maximum profit. Clear? Which is planned as means of livelihood by businessman for the satisfaction of his need. Profit is a reward for undertaking. Clear? Generally તમે કોઈ પણ બિઝનેસ સ્ટાર્ટ કરો તો તમારો મેઇન ઓબ્જેક્ટિવ શું હોય? પ્રોફિટ. ક્લિયર? સો અર્નિંગ અ પ્રોફિટ ઇમ્પ્લાય નેચરલ possibility of incurring loss also. So sometimes there will be a profit, sometimes there will be a loss. Clear? So but here is profit is main objective. Then second part is profession. First part economic activity, that is business. Clear? Then second part is profession. So here is profession means to provide expert service. Clear? Profession might be defined as occupation or economic activity which involve rendering of service of specialized nature. According to your, here is services. Profession માં શું આવશે? Services. Clear? Of your expert skill, according to your skill, according to your specialization. For that you have to charge fees. Clear? So main features of profession. First one, first you have to keep in mind there are two type of activity, economic and non-economic. Economic include main objective, that is earning a maximum profit, and non-economic, that is social welfare. So it is rendering of service for specialized nature. Clear? So rendering means providing service. Here is service is main role. Clear? Profession no meaning શું થશે? Providing service according to your specialization. For example, doctor, professor, lawyer, આ બધું શું કહેવાય? expert service provider. Clear? So doctor giving medicine to patient is not selling medicine. In fact giving medicine is just incidental to rendering specialized medical services. Clear? So medical advice, the patient could have bought medicine otherwise from the market. Clear? So they are providing specialized service according to their skill, like professor, doctors, clear, lawyers, chartered accountants. So second one, formal education and training. So main objective of formal education is also earning a profit. Training. Clear? To continuous development your skill. So a professional by definition here is expert in his field of working. Profession no meaning શું થશે? Expert. Clear? કોઈ પણ field માં તમે expert હોય, clear, that should be considered as your service, expert service profession, formal through formal education and training. You can continuously develop your skill to acquire expertise. To acquire means to obtain clear expertise. Formal education, training in the discipline pertaining to professional are very essential requirement, means very important in profession. Clear. Then employment. C part, there are three parts: business, profession, and C part, that is employment. Employment means there is a contract between employer and employee. Clear? There is agreement, mutual agreement between, it is one type of economic activity, and there should be mutually agreement between employer and employee. Employer is the owner of the business and employee is the worker. Clear? So under which the employee renders service for the employer. Render means providing service to the employer in return payment of called salary or wages. Clear? Employee service આપશે according to their skill, according to their knowledge, according to their abilities, and in return employer have to pay salary. People in society might be seen working under contracts of employments in banks, clear, in insurance companies, office, factories, private business organizations. Clear? So employment, here is features of employment. So in employment there will be agreement. Agreement કોની વચ્ચે થશે? employment માં employer and employee. Employer એટલે owner of the business and employee એટલે worker. Clear? So who specify the work to be done by employee in detailed terms and conditions. Clear? Then employer and employee relationship. So there should be good employer and employee relationship if company wants to growth and development. If company wants to reputation, then there should be good relation between employer and employees. Clear? Then mutual promises. Employment is based on mutual promises of employer and employee. The employer promise to render personal service to the employer and employer શું promise કરશે? To compensate those service in form of salary. Clear? So it is employees provide services to the employer. In return, employer provide wages and salary. Non-economic activity. Second part, that is non-economic activity. So non-economic activity are those which are inspired by many motives other than earning money. Clear? Here is non-economic activity. No main objective શું હશે? To provide social welfare activity. Here is leisure time activity. Leisure means like for happiness. Clear? Whose aim is generally to pleasure, happiness in one's idle time. તમારો જે free time હોય, idle time means free time. Clear? So you obtain happiness, pleasure, like hobbies of like singing, painting, working on one's own garden, playing cards, playing games, sports. Clear? So it all considered as a activity for pleasure, happiness. Clear? Your main objective is to obtain pleasure, happiness. Clear? Non-economic activity એટલે શું થશે? કે social welfare, human welfare. Clear? Family obligations. Obligation means responsibility towards family, like inspired by love for family. Woman, here is example is given: woman cooking food at home for her husband, children, and looking after children. Teacher teaching to her own children at home. Doctor training. A doctor creating his own family members. Clear? કોઈ પણ for example woman હોય પોતાના જ ઘરે રસોઈ બનાવે, cooking કરે, તો એનો main objective profit નો ના હોય. Clear? Then teacher teaching his own children at home, provide free treatment to their own family members. That is the whole human welfare, social welfare activity. Clear? There is no main objective of earning money. Religious and cultural activity. So that is also non-economic activity. The main objective money no ના હોય. Clear? પૈસા કમાવાનો main objective ના હોય. Which are inspired by need of mental satisfaction and happiness, like going to temple. Here is most clear. Then worshipping God, celebrating festival like Holi, Diwali, Christmas, Eid. કોઈ પણ તમે festival celebrate કરો. Clear? Going to church, temple, and worshipping gods. So it is for inner peace. Clear? Your main objective is not earning money. Then social welfare activity. Here is like emotional feeling of sympathy, like extending charity. તમે દાન આપો કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ ટુ ધી પુઅર પીપલ, ક્લિયર. અંડરટેકિંગ રિલીફ વર્ક ફોર પીપલ અફેક્ટેડ બાય ફૂડ, ફ્લડ, વોર, અર્થક્વેક, ડ્રોટ્સ, કે જ્યાં ફ્લડ પૂર આવ્યું હોય, ક્લિયર, વોર થયો હોય, ભૂકંપ, અર્થક્વેક થયો હોય, ડ્રોટ દુષ્કાળ પડ્યો હોય, એવી જગ્યાએ તમે રિલીફ ફંડ આપો તો ચેરિટી કરો, ક્લિયર. યોર મેઇન ઓબ્જેક્ટિવ ઇઝ નોટ ટુ અર્નિંગ મની. સો હિયર ઇઝ economic and non-economic activity. So here is we have completed our unit number 1, clear, that is human activities divided into two parts, economic activity and non-economic activities, clear. So in which you have to write two activities, economic and non-economic. Economic divided into three parts, that is business, profession and employment. And non-economic means main objective is to social welfare, human welfare, like leisure time activity means for you have to doing that type of activity from which you can obtain the happiness, pleasure, family obligations, religious, clear, and celebration of various festival, going to temple for inner peace, mansik shanti, clear. So here is social welfare activity. So we have completed our unit number 1, clear. If you have any doubt or query, then you can message me. Thank you all.